Hola from the west side. It is me, DC the Purple Diva, and welcome to Not So Random Chat. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, happy early Thursday morning for those of you who are east of the Mississippi. Hey, Miss Mahogany. Thank you for putting all that in the chat. I love when my head Mona come on in and just does what she does. I hope everybody had a good day today. I know it's been a little crazy out here in these YouTube streets. And I don't know if you guys heard anything about the fact that people are now posting videos or giving commentary in regards to some video that surfaced that makes it look like the shooting victim in the February shooting in Georgia was looking around on properties or whatever. It was around some yard or something the same day or earlier that morning. So they're trying to make it allegedly look like he actually was doing something and deserved, these crazy people's murder of him. So, and sadly, it was a brother or a black man. Let me just say that, because all black men are not brothers. All black men are not brothers. But yeah, it was a black man. I think he's on YouTube. I think I heard it on YouTube. And I just kind of like brushed over it because it was just so stupid to me. I mean, the whole situation was dumb to me, that they would even bring this mess up. I mean, you can't even let this man's family mourn in peace. And shouts out to Soul Alchemy. She was discussing this earlier when she was live streaming today. So shouts out to her for also discussing this today. I mean, they're trying to, I don't know, make us turn against this black man? Think that he's, deserving of this? Hey, uppity. I'm not going to think that. I think that the black man who got on these YouTube streets and started talking down on this man, talking about the fact, I guess his family has pictures of him, graduating from school and everything. And this is nothing but a hater. Nothing but a hater. This young man is gone. Let him, rest in peace. Let his family mourn. And let the perpetrators of his murder go to trial without some fool out on the YouTube streets talking trash. That is crazy, Miss Mahogany. I did not see that one. I didn't see that one at all. There's been a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on YouTube. I mean, we haven't heard anything in regards to the alleged, suicide that happened. Nothing's changed on that person's Facebook page. you know, because generally, when someone dies, Facebook changes their page to a memoriam. They haven't done it with that person. So there's some crazy stuff going on. It's people saying and doing crazy things. A lot of quote unquote alleged clout chasing. Only it's really not. Some of the people I know are really not clout chasing. They're trying to get away from the people who are clout chasing. And then apparently, now this one's gonna be funny to y'all. Apparently, a YouTuber in the beef sector wrote a book and put it out on Amazon. And it's a part 1 and it's 48 pages. I only heard a little bit of it because, you know how shady other YouTubers are. Another YouTuber in the beef sector read the book on their channel, to give commentary. And then another channel that I follow this also hangs out in that sector was giving commentary on it. They were dragging this other YouTuber who wrote the book. I don't even remember what her YouTube name is. It was something Philadelphia. That's all I can say. I don't remember what it was. And it loosely named like channel holders in the beef sector, y'all. And you know how some people write exactly how they talk versus write so other people can read? Well, this was written exactly how, I guess, this particular YouTuber who wrote the book speaks. Yeah. And she's charging $10 for a 48 page book. And according to these people, it may not even have 48 words on it, in it. They're saying there's no character development. You don't have any backstory for any of the characters. It's hard to follow if you don't actually know the real life YouTube story. Now, there are a few of us YouTubers on here who are writers. I myself am one. I'm writing several books. None of them are about YouTube though. And I know other, YouTubers that write books, and then of course, you're going to promote it on your channel and everything. But anytime you write a book, you are going to do some editing of some sort, right? I mean, one of the channels that I heard talking about this was talking about that she could have invested in, the free software Grammarly. Because I guess there was a lot of grammar errors. And here's the thing. We can talk Ebonics, and when you put Ebonics in things, you just want to put it in you want to put it in quotations so it's apparent that it's somebody speaking, but you don't necessarily want to write that way if you were, telling the story from your point of view, but you don't want to write it exactly that way. I mean, I'll give you an example. Y'all know that Tiffany Haddish talks a certain way, okay? And we also know that, she was illiterate, really up until she got to be, I think, a teenager, because it was just pushing her along, but then she learned how to read and everything. And she wrote this best-selling book. But even though Tiffany talks a certain way, she didn't write her book that way. Now, granted, Tiffany, is rich. And I'm sure she had someone who helped her to put that together. But still, I mean, we see the little 99-cent books on Amazon that people put out. And the way they were talking about this book, this isn't even as good as the 99-cent books that are on Amazon that authors put out. You know, so I'm just like, I guess people are doing whatever they can to hustle up a dollar right now. Now, there are some YouTubers out there that have good books out, like my girl Jovi Beauty. Let me just plug her book. She has a book that she just wrote. She's going to have a second one. And this is about, you know, relationships and about getting the right kind of guy. And I would advise people to go check out it on her website, jovibeauty.com. I'm plugging her. It's my channel. I'm going to plug her. Because she's one of the ones, she's one of the ones who talked me into getting a YouTube channel. She's one of the ones who talked me into starting to do videos on my YouTube channel, because I already have a channel. I've had a channel since 2011. Might have been before that, but yeah. So I just started doing stuff, but yeah. Shouts out to Jovi. Go to jovibeauty.com. Miss Mahogany, will you drop the link to Jovi's website in the chat? Because I'm plugging her book, and she has it out on her website. It is an ebook. It is good. And if you don't already subscribe to her channel, please go find Jovi Beauty's channel. I'm telling you, you will love her. Uppity, you would love her. Seriously. She's funny. She's funny. But yeah, they were just talking about this girl's book, and I was listening to it. I listened to about 15 minutes of the one live stream that went up. I think it went up either today or yesterday. And it's about an hour long, so that means it's not really a long book. If she could read the whole book in about an hour live stream, and she's charging $9.99 for this book that can be read in 60 minutes. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, it's not about quantity in a book, it's about quality. But it sounds like this doesn't have quality or quantity of words. Thank you, Miss Mahogany. You guys definitely check out Miss Jovi Beauty's website. I am going to eventually have a website, but mine is going to it'll have my stuff for here, but I'm going to also like put autism resources on there. I'm going to promote the book that I'm writing about my son, and I'm going to promote other books that I'm doing. I am. So that's what is another thing that I'm thinking about. I'm going to have the Teesprings. I'm going to do the website. Y'all, I got stuff to do. And I got to finish these books. But it was kind of funny listening to them talking about this other YouTuber. It was really funny. Because, Uppity, I know you would find it funny because you're writing a book. And, when you are writing, you want to make sure that you're putting out, something that's intelligent. And even, the ghetto graphite books, the urban books that come out, I know a lot of those authors, and they still use correct English. Hello. They'll have characters who may be talking in Ebonics and, slang, but the book is not just slang. Why do we do that to ourselves, Black people? That just makes people think we're stupid. And then this is somebody who has a YouTube channel. And it's just, to me, that's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for her. I'm embarrassed for her. That's probably why I really been double checking and triple checking and trying to make sure I have everything good in the book that I've written about my son. Even though I know how to write, was in AP English, did really well in my, all the literature classes and stuff that I took in college, because they were my, elective classes that I could get my A's in. But they were like, this book was like an essay, y'all. An essay. An essay is like 2 pages, 3 pages, maybe 4. That means it wasn't even as long as a term paper. It didn't have as many words in it as a term paper. Now, unless you're writing a children's book, because children's books are books that, you're not going to have as many words in. You're going to have pictures and, fewer words if they're for, kids under a certain age. But then as kids grow older, there are more words in the books and less pictures. So if this book was written for adults, it appears that the adults that have read it on YouTube in the sector that it was written about feel that their intelligence is being insulted. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There are a bunch of writers that are out here on YouTube that are promoting books and everything, and they're excellent writers. And then, you have somebody who, let's just think about this. Now, there are some books that are out there about YouTube, because people have written some little trashy books about different sectors of YouTube. So this isn't the first person to do it, okay? But, and people have even written books about Facebook. People write books about social media. Okay, I get it. But if you're going to do something about the B sector, as much crap that's going on in the B sector, and I'm talking about the Black beef sector, because there's a bunch of different sectors in the Black beef sector. As much stuff that's going on, and you got maybe you got a 48-page book, and you don't even have enough words in there for an essay, girl. Stop it. And then apparently, I don't know if I hope she doesn't have it as an audio book, because that would really not be good. You only do audiobooks if you've got something, to say. Like, I'm going to do an audiobook along with the book, because I want people that may not necessarily pick up a book and read to read my book. And then there are people who are on the spectrum that might want to read it, and they may not read that well. Not saying that they don't, because a lot of people on the spectrum read very well, but they might just prefer an audiobook. A lot of people do. Yeah, she does. Exactly. And then, I have one of my supporters that comes into the chat every once in a while that's from over in the UK, Stefan, writes like gothic romances. So, miss me with a 48-page book with that has like, I guess it's like it's questions and answers, and it's just not written very well. It's, I know teenagers that write really good books. Who was it was a teenager that wrote those books. I can't even think of their name right now because they went by initials, but it was a teenager that wrote like a whole series of books. And kids write books now. There's a lot of teen authors right now, and they're writing more than 48 words in their books. I promise you they are. And their books are more than 48 pages. I mean, even if you did it, big font, double space, you want to have more than 48 pages if you're writing a book about the beef sector on YouTube. Even if you're writing about one beast, it should take you more than 48 pages. Well, I don't know if anybody's buying her $10 book. She might have to do it as one of those, those $1.99, $2.99 books on there. Then maybe somebody will buy it. I just don't see anybody buying that book. But apparently a few people did buy it just so that they could read it on YouTube or talk about it on YouTube. So, got a couple of sales. But she's not going to get my money. I don't even know if I'm going to even go back and finish listening to the book. Okay? Because, again, if it's not well written, then I'm going to have to sit there and figure out which YouTubers she's talking about and which beef she's talking about, because clearly a whole bunch is left out. Like you don't give full descriptions of some of the characters. But then again, ironically, I think one of the characters in the book was the person whose channel I went to listen to it on. I think that one of the characters was her, and she knew it. So maybe that's why she read the book. Yeah, I think it was her. And I mean, we're not even talking about, I mean, some of these people are, in that sector are monetized. Some of them aren't. The particular YouTuber whose channel I went to is not monetized because she's close to 1,000 subscribers, but she's not there yet. But then again, talking about this book might get her there. And she may already have the views, because a lot of the channels in the beef sector and the drama sphere, they get lots and lots of watch hours. But depending on what their content is, it still may not be content that is suitable for monetization. That's why we keep our content clean over here. And so that if I want to get monetized, I hopefully can. Hopefully, they want to make money off of Autism Mom's channel. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to keep grinding like everybody else is. Earlier tonight, I went over to The other Mahogany's channel, Mahogany Roots, shouts out to her. She came on and she just did a little simple live. She was in her kitchen just whipping up a late night snack. And I thought that was a good thing for her to do, because she wants to grow her channel. She wants to eventually get her channel monetized. And she realizes that if you do want to go the route of getting monetized, even if you aren't planning on being a live streaming YouTuber, you have to do live streams in order to get enough watch hours. Because you can't get unless you have some bomb viral video that gets thousands and thousands and thousands of views, you're not going to get the watch hours just putting up videos. You are going to have to get on and do some live streaming. And I know it's scary for a lot of people to get on here and live stream, but as you can see, you have the option of either showing your face or not showing your face, and then once you have 1,000 supporters, you can live stream from your phone. And, so you've got a lot more flexibility at that point to help you to get the watch hours. And then again, y'all know that there's people out there that do these silent streams that go for hours and hours. And then there's some people that can just get on here and do, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12-hour streams. I'm not one of them. If I was on here for 12 hours, you guys, I promise you it would be for a purpose. It may be for a purpose of, I need 12 more hours to get my 4,000 hours. So I'm going to be on here for 12 hours, something crazy like that. But other than that, yeah. I can't see myself doing a stream that long. The longest stream I've done was 5 hours. And I listened back to that one. I don't even know how I found all those things to talk about. I just don't even know. I was on a roll that night. I know, but you know what? It's good for you to just get up there, though. It's good for you to get up there, Mahogany. Just doing that little simple thing in your kitchen, with a few of us in there, you can get up on here for 15, 20 minutes. Just do it in little spurts like that, because I don't think I think G-Kicks, when he gets on, I think he only gets on for 30 minutes when he comes on. But obviously he's a growth stream, and so he has so many people in his stream. That's why he was able to get his watch hours, so quickly, because I think he's monetized, but the only thing is to get to the 1,000 supporters and then just concentrate on the hours. But I would suggest concentrating on both at the same time. And then once you have over 1K subscribers, then you still concentrate on subscribers, because you have to keep it over 1K, but then you can more concentrate on hours. And I just try to be consistent, so I try to come on here every day. Sometimes I take off a couple of days. I didn't come on at all this weekend, or I might just not come on a night, when I was rehearsing for the play, but for the most part, I come on every day. But you find stuff to do. Once you just keep doing it, you will find your niche or how you want to do it. Like I just do a chill chat because that's what's comfortable for me. And especially because I'm doing it, later in the evening, because if you're not on the West Coast, it's already after midnight. If you're past, what, mountain time, when I come on, it's already 11 or 12 in the Midwest. And it's already after midnight on the East Coast. So I don't have like the high pace, high, energy. I have energy. It's just not this, bouncing off the walls type of energy when I'm in the chat. Sometimes I can get a little hype, but but most of the time it's just chill. Hey, Toffee. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, sis. Yeah, so I just keep it chill. I think that's my niche of just being chill, and I talk about different things when I have things to talk about. Like right now, we all have things to talk about as far as what's going on in the parts of the country or the world that we're in and what's going on. Places are starting to open back up, but so are the cases and the numbers of people who are getting sick. It's kind of crazy. And then we're kind of watching how television is changing doing this, how they're adjusting to this, while you're seeing, them literally doing Zoom sessions for TV shows, like for American Idol and for The Voice. They did that. I think the only ones that are like normal how they were is like The Masked Singer is, because they had finished taping all of this so far in advance. I think they finished taping this back in February, like literally right before all of this happened. So they were done with that one. So we're seeing, what happened during that. But I'm telling y'all, that night angel is Candy Burris. And nobody knows, and they keep guessing everybody but that girl. But that is Candy Burris. And if they are voting based on singing, she is going to win this show. Candy did one song and she was hitting some notes. I didn't even know that girl could hit. Hi, Angel. How are you? Is work tiring you out, Angel? It is never ending. It's so much stuff going on. Some people just got way too much time on their hands for mischief. You know what they say, that idle hands are the devil's playground. Some people just got way too much time for mischief. Way too much time. Are you going to eat that, Dave? Are you going to eat that? I'm talking to him. Are you going to eat that food? Going to eat it then, son. He's been sitting here eating some chicken for like 45 minutes. Oh. That's the oven, y'all, cutting itself off. Some people do thrive on it. Some people do thrive on the drama. You know, clearly, I mean, and there's sectors for that. You know, they got the drama sphere, the beef sphere. I'm like, and that's what they do. That's what they do all day. They are here for it. But you got people who are doing this old crazy mess in parts of YouTube that are not supposed to be with the you know, the foolery, and they bringing it in there, and it's content because it's drama. It's crazy. Child, the stuff that you were doing is nothing compared to what some of these people are out here doing. Because that's just, you know, you were just sharing, you know, stuff that you do, you know, but people are out here trying to hurt people, trying to cause harm in people's lives. You know, I just don't understand that kind of behavior. I don't understand it from people who are grown. You know, I try to keep things zen and drama free in my old age, you know, so I'm not a bitter old woman over here. You know, I try to keep it drama free because I got enough going on with my son. So we don't need no drama. We don't need no drama. Yeah, but you know what? You can always, uppity, you can always, you know, show a variety of different sides of yourself on your channel. You know, what you're putting up right now is just what you're feeling right now. And when you're not feeling that way, then it won't be that way. Exactly. Just pick and choose your battles. It's not even worth it with some of these folks. You know, because the thing is that you've already proven your integrity. So you don't have anything else to prove. You really, really don't. You have already proven your integrity. I would just concentrate on building my channel. You know, you got over your 1K, you know, just work on getting your watch hours so you can get your channel monetized. Well, I love the stuff that Toffee puts up on her channel. She has me dying. She has me dying. Toffee has me dying. Oh man, girl. If you want to see some beautiful editing that's pure comic genius, please go subscribe to Miss Toffee Tastic's channel. You will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. I thought that was I like that you posted the picture that you had on IG before when you're in the hajib. I like that one. Very apropos during this time as well. When a lot of us look like we have on a hajib when we go outside. You do have to have tough skin on here. You really, really do, Mahogany. That's so, so true. You know, I mean, I got blocked from somebody's chat, and I don't even know why I think I got blocked because I associated with somebody they don't like. But I'm a grown woman. You know, I am a grown woman, and I can go wherever I want to on YouTube, wherever I want to. And so I do. So, you know, I don't care if I got blocked. I got my own daggone channel. But the only reason I know I'm blocked is because now I can't see them when I'm in other people's chats, which means they blocked me. Because I didn't block them, but they blocked me. So now I can't see them. I just thought, I still think that that's hilarious. I'm like, I don't have nothing to do with any of the stuff, you know, but as an innocent bystander, because I support somebody that you have an issue with, you block me. Okay, whatever. I'm good. But all I can say is that everything that I've said about myself on this platform is the truth. That's what I can say. That's what I can say. Everything I said about myself on this platform is the truth. Including, you know, telling you things about my dad, you know, and who he was in the civil rights movement. You know, where I went to school, all that kind of stuff, where I'm from. No lies. I ain't got no reason to lie. Why? I don't have any reason to make up what's going on in my life off of YouTube either. No problem, no problem, uppity. Child, Coffee, you got a tough skin quick, huh? They don't let you be sensitive. I get just irritated when people do stupid stuff. You know, like, you know, the one YouTuber who was going around here saying that they used to work with autistic young adults and stuff, and we know that they didn't really do that, because then they keep going across the platform, and every time I hear, you know, recordings of them, you know, referring to people as being on the spectrum, you know, or being slow and all kinds of stupid stuff as an insult. Yeah. So. Hey, American Dream. How are you? But people just have too much time to be destructive. There is room for everybody on YouTube. There is, and I mean, and if you want to make it into something, making money, you got to work at it. You have to work at it, and you have to put out something that people are going to want to see. And you got to figure that out. It's quite simple. I just, you know, I guess because I've had such crazy drama that happened when I was younger in life and dealt with so many crazy people that this stuff that's going on here, yeah. You know, when you've had people who stalked you, you know, somebody tried to run you over with a car because they didn't want nobody else to have you. That kind of craziness happening. Yeah. That's why nothing on here phases me. That's why I don't get mixed up in the BS. You know, I sit and I watch and see what happens to, you know, to people that I know on here when their names get trashed on just unwarrantedly. And then, but what I always say is, what is done in the dark will come to light. And I also tell y'all that Hangouts is the devil. Stay out of Hangouts. Don't be in them Hangout groups. Don't be giving people your information. Because unless you know me off of YouTube, you don't know me. You don't know me. And I would just never, I don't see any reason why I would give anybody any information. Maybe that's why a lot of people were in Hangouts, because that was a way to not exactly give information, but you still have to give information in order to be in a Hangout. They now have your email address. And I don't know, most people, even though they may have a crazy name as their email address, they usually have their Gmail account tied to their real name. So, yeah, I'm just saying. A lot of people do that. I agree, Miss Mahogany. You know, it's like you have to be a strong person for yourself. And, you know, it's sad because a lot of times the ones who are wreaking all the havoc are not content in who they are. They're not content with themselves. They don't like themselves. And it's unfortunate. You know, people put on a mask. That's what I was talking about last night. I was talking about being your authentic self. You know, and how it's, you know, I don't understand how people can be something other than themselves. Why would you do that? I mean, it never even occurred to me to come on here and lie about myself. Never occurred. But then again, I like who I am. I don't have any issues with me, you know. I know I'm a beautiful person on the inside and out, so I'm good. And I don't do drama. You know. Yes, son. I'm just talking. No, I don't have the camera on. They can't see you right now. Yeah, Miss Mahogany and Uppity Unicorn in the chat. He sees you guys' names in the chat. Say hi, Uppity.
Uppity.
Say hi, Miss Mahogany.
Mahogany.
Say hi, Toffee.
Hi, Coffee.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he came over here and looked and saw. He can see you guys' names in the chat. Yeah, you just have exactly. It's just, and that's all I do when I come on here, Mahogany. I just come on. That's why I call it Not So Random Chat. It's just conversation. We talk about whatever, you know. Yes, he came and said hi. He sure did. He came and said hi. He has such a deep voice. It is hilarious. He, you know, because his voice is like a man's voice, but he talks like with the child's words most of the time when he's talking to you. But he knows how to use all the big words. He just don't use them. He don't really talk that much. He don't really want to. But when he does, he does. He has something to say. They said hi to you too, David. Say hi to you guys. No, ladies.
Hi to you, ladies.
Okay, that's right. He said hi to you, ladies. Hi, tatted hearts. Is school almost over? I'm hearing like from other people that most other people that are in school, they're finishing up school in like 2 or 3 hours. If kids are finishing school, I mean, high schoolers are finishing school in 2 or 3 hours, what does that say about what happens in the time when they're actually in the classroom? You know? Why are they able to get through the lessons faster when they're doing them on the computer at home? Or are they just rushing through them so they can be finished with them and be on with it, be done with their day? I don't know. Oh yeah, I know they didn't have any proms. That sucks. But I know that some schools have done a drive-through graduations. Yeah, because a lot of the and they had started to be having proms earlier, because a lot of proms were like in April and in early May. But they not gonna be any proms this year. Too large a crowd. And apparently the basketball season and the football seasons are going to be fanless, because they're figuring that's the only way. And but I'm wondering, are they going to give back all the people who bought the tickets for the games? Are they going to get their money back? Are you going to still pay the concession stand people who thought they were going to be working? Are they still going to get paid, even though there's nobody there for them to get food to, because nobody can come to the game? Somebody they did an online prom. Oh, that is so nice. That I bet that would be really nice, because I know they've been getting some really huge Zoom meetings with like a bunch of people in them. So that would be really, really nice if they could do an online prom. Well, people have been doing online marriages. They've gotten married with, virtually, with the, minister doing everything virtually, and I've seen they've been doing online adoptions, finalizing adoptions. I remember, I think on the Today Show, or was it on Hoda and Jenna? Maybe it was on Hoda and Jenna. There was this couple, and the man has some type of rare deformity to one of his hands, and they adopted a brother and sister, and the little boy has the same rare deformity to his hand. And they already had, their kids were already almost grown and gone. And what happened is one of their daughters worked at a daycare, and she saw the little boy. And as soon as she saw him, she just knew that he belonged with their family. And they ended up becoming foster parents to them, and then they adopted them. And they showed like the virtual adoption on Hoda and Jenna earlier this week. It was a little tearjerker. What? Online haircuts? Yeah, no, can't do an online haircut. Man, I saw, I don't know, I think it was here in California. I guess the head for the cosmetology, who's still trying to fight to get the nail salon, the nail and hair salons and barbers open, because, you know, supposedly, allegedly, the first community case was in a nail salon. And I think this is one of the reasons why the governor of California is being resistant to opening them back up. However, I think that some of them can open back up, you know, the smaller ones where they don't have a whole lot of foot traffic, you know, maybe if they only have one person coming in at a time. But yeah, it might be harder for the big ones that've got, you know, like the row of chairs with tubs in front of them for people to get pedicures, and a row of, you know, tables with chairs with people getting their nails done. Yeah, those might not necessarily open right back up. And then some of the hair salons might not be able to open right back up. But I think that they're going to have to start letting them open up, because she made a very good point. She said somehow cannabis stores made themselves essential businesses, and, you know, along with some other places that, you know, maybe she thought weren't essential, but apparently they let them be open. So she was saying that because those were made essential businesses, she wants them to relook at the all of these other businesses, because they, as licensed practitioners and being board certified by the cosmetology board, have to, you know, do a lot more things as far as sanitizing in their dwelling. And, you know, I mean, when you go into any nail shop, they all have the barber side right there. And they got plenty of alcohol around the place. So it is true that they do have to have all of those certain things. Same thing if you go to a barber shop or to a hair salon. You know, you'll see that they have like the combs and everything in the barber side, because they have to, you know, clean them. Hey, Chic International Connection. How are you? Thank you for coming. So I understand them opening up, and I know a lot of women would sure like to be able to go to the hairdresser. You know, they want to go. I do my own hair. I'm a natural girl. My hair is always braided. And if it's not braided, it's curly. But I generally keep it in braids. I take the braid down. I wash my hair. I wash my hair when it is in the braids. I, you know, give it nice oil treatments. You know, I trim my ends. I take, you know, vitamins. I do, you know, all of the things that I need to be doing, especially because I am an older woman. Trying to keep my thick hair, because a lot of women's hair thins as they get older. You know, it's the hormones, because we start losing, you know, we don't have as much estrogen. And if we don't take, you know, estrogen supplements, it may cause us to have thinner hair. So it's important, you know, for us to take vitamins and stuff when we get older. Yeah, my hair is braided. Right now I have it in, well, depending on where you want. I call them the Senegalese twist because, you know, originally I think they came from Senegal, you know, but it's in twist now. It was in braids. Did I have it in braids? Yeah, I had it in braids the last time it was in braids. It's been in braids mainly And I think I had a single lace twist 2 times before, but now it's in single lace twist again. But I think a lot of people want the hair, you know, they want them to open back up. You know, now I understand about getting your nails done, ladies. I get my nails done. But my guy is still open. I mean, he opened back up, but again, you know, he's not in no strip mall. He's in an office building, you know, and he only lets one person in there at a time. If you miss your appointment, then you will not see him until the next time. You know, he's real strict about that right now. And not all of his clients are back yet, because some of them are older and they, you know, aren't coming out. They're just not going to get their nails done, you know, for the moment. Yeah, but uppity girl, you got such beautiful long hair. Just, you know, treat your hair right, girl. Treat your hair right. Because I went through several stages. My hair was long, really, really, really long. And when I got pregnant with my son, I cut it. I cut it. You know, it was like down my back. It was like over halfway down my back. And I cut it. And now it's almost halfway down my back at its longest points. But, you know, see, the way my hair works is it'll bounce right back up to just below my shoulders, so it looks like it's not as long as it actually is. You know, it's that nice kinky curl. But I love my kinky curls. I do. I'm gonna come on, guys, because I'm gonna get ready to get off. We've been on here for a little over an hour. I love that you guys hung out with me. I just like having a nice chill session. Let me just come on. Hey, everybody, how you guys doing? Yeah, see, it's all up in the, I still haven't cut them. I've been wearing them up. Let's see if I take them down. Let me show you guys. See? They're really, really long. They're really long. This took me 4 hours. It took me 4 hours to do these braids. Yeah, they're really long. But I'm gonna put them back up. I'll put them back up when I get off camera, because I'm gonna have to walk them forward to put them back up. But thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Now I don't know what to do with them. Put them somewhere. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you guys coming through. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I know I'll see some of y'all in these YouTube streets and other chats along the way. But if not, I'll see y'all tomorrow night right here. Okay? Until then, I'll offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. Everybody stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. Because we are all going to get through this. Y'all going to get through this. We all going to be healthy when this is over. And we also going to have a lot of cute masks. All right, guys. I'll see you. I'm getting hot. Got my fan. I'll see you guys. Bye.